All right, listen up. You're here because you want to uncover a way to make any woman regret losing you. Maybe she's left. Maybe she's drifting away. Or perhaps she's treating you as if you're just there. And now you're stuck in this cycle of wondering, what can I do to make her see my worth? Here's the hard truth. This isn't about her. It's about you. If you want her to regret losing you, the solution lies not in manipulation or games, but in becoming the kind of man who is irreplaceable. Let's break this down. 1. Stop chasing. Start valuing yourself. The first thing to understand is that chasing someone who doesn't respect or value you is like pouring water into a broken glass. It's a futile effort. No matter how much you give, it'll never be enough to make them see your worth. Instead of draining your energy, it's time to flip the dynamic. Stop chasing her and start prioritizing your own value and well-being. Here's the truth. People inherently value what they've worked for. When you freely give your time, energy, and love to someone who hasn't earned it, you're unintentionally teaching them to take you for granted. The more you pursue, the less they appreciate. By stepping back and focusing on yourself, you not only regain your sense of self-worth, but also create a space where they can realize what they're missing. When you stop seeking her validation and approval, an important shift occurs. She begins to notice your absence, and the dynamics of the relationship start to change. Often, it's in the quiet moments of your absence that regret begins to creep in. People start reflecting on what they had and what they've lost. Remember, your worth is not determined by someone else's inability to see it. Start investing in yourself, your passions, growth, and happiness. The more you value yourself, the more others will naturally do the same. Let go of the chase and focus on building a life so fulfilling and enriching that the right people will gravitate toward you, not away from you. 2. Build a life that speaks for itself. If you truly want someone to regret losing you, the key isn't to desperately try to prove you've changed overnight. Transformation takes time and authenticity. Instead, focus on creating a life so incredible, so vibrant, that it commands attention without you ever needing to say a word. Let your growth and success be the loudest statement you make. Start by examining the core aspects of your life, your health, career, passions, and relationships. Are you thriving in these areas, or simply coasting by? This is your opportunity to elevate every part of your life. Take charge of your health, whether it's eating better, exercising more, or simply cultivating habits that give you energy and confidence. Pour effort into your career, turning your goals into tangible achievements that reflect your ambition and dedication. Dive into hobbies that ignite your passion and give you a sense of purpose, and nurture friendships that uplift and inspire you. When you begin to thrive in these areas, you create a ripple effect. People around you, including the person you've let go of, will take notice. They'll see you living a fulfilling, purpose-driven life and wonder why they didn't fully appreciate this version of you before. Your actions, not your words, will leave a lasting impression. But here's the most important part. This transformation isn't about them. It's about you. It's about realizing your own worth and pursuing the life you deserve. When your motivation comes from a place of self-love and self-respect, your energy becomes magnetic. You'll naturally attract opportunities, people, and experiences that align with your newfound confidence and purpose. Ultimately, the best revenge isn't proving someone wrong. It's proving yourself right. Build a life so rich and meaningful that you don't have to convince anyone of your value. Instead, they'll see it in how you live, and you'll feel it in how you flourish. Let your life speak volumes, and trust that the right people will listen. 3. The strength of letting go. Letting go might feel like one of the most difficult things you'll ever do, but it's also one of the most empowering acts of self-love and liberation. It's not just about ceasing to pursue someone. It's about truly releasing them from your heart and mind. This means no more replaying old conversations in your head, no more wondering if you could have said or done something differently, and no more trying to influence or control how they perceive or feel about you. The process of letting go requires courage because it forces you to confront a truth that's hard to accept. Some things are simply beyond your control. Viktor Frankl, in his profound work Man's Search for Meaning, emphasizes the power of focusing on what we can control and surrendering the rest. His insight is timeless and deeply relevant here. When you release the obsession over whether she regrets leaving or thinks about you, you reclaim your energy and redirect it toward your own growth and well-being. By letting go, you free yourself from the endless cycle of what ifs. What if she changes her mind? What if you tried harder? These questions are like weights that anchor you to the past, preventing you from moving forward. The moment you choose to stop dwelling on these uncertainties is the moment you open up space for something greater, real transformation. Transformation begins when you shift your focus from external validation to internal fulfillment. It's about building the life you deserve, not out of spite or as a performance for someone else, but because you recognize your own worth. This is your time to invest in yourself, nurture your passions, strengthen your relationships, and grow into the best version of yourself. The energy you previously spent clinging to someone else can now be used to cultivate joy, success, and peace within your own life. Letting go doesn't mean you're giving up or losing. It means you're choosing freedom over fixation. It's an act of self-respect, a declaration that you won't hold on to something or someone that no longer serves your happiness or growth. And in doing so, you position yourself for new opportunities and relationships that align with your authentic self. Ultimately, the strength of letting go lies in the space it creates for healing, for self-discovery, and for a future that you design on your terms. It's in that space where true transformation happens, and you'll come to realize that letting go wasn't about losing her. It was about finding yourself. 4. Step into your power. Let's explore what it truly means to become irreplaceable. It's not about chasing superficial markers of success, flashy cars, designer clothes, or a swollen bank account. While these might catch someone's attention momentarily, they rarely hold lasting value. Instead, the kind of power that makes you truly unforgettable comes from within. It's rooted in authenticity, integrity, and the courage to live with purpose. The Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius said it best: "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This wisdom reminds us that actions speak louder than words or aspirations. If you want to step into your power, the first step is aligning your daily life with your deepest values. It's about being, not performing for others, but genuinely embodying the qualities that make you proud of who you are. Becoming irreplaceable starts with knowing your worth, and not just intellectually, but in a way that resonates deeply in your heart. When you fully understand your unique strengths, talents, and potential, you stop seeking external validation to fill a void. Confidence, then, becomes a natural byproduct of self-awareness and self-acceptance. This isn't arrogance, it's a quiet, steady assurance that comes from being at peace with yourself. The journey to this level of self-assurance isn't without challenges. It requires reflection and often a willingness to face uncomfortable truths. Ask yourself, are you living according to your values? Or are you compromising them for the approval of others? Are you pursuing goals that genuinely matter to you? Or are you chasing what society deems important? These questions can help you recalibrate your path and focus on what truly brings fulfillment. Stepping into your power also means embracing growth. Commit to constant self-improvement, whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal development. Cultivate resilience in the face of setbacks and have the discipline to stay consistent with your efforts. People notice when you're someone who strives to be better every day, not for recognition, but because you respect yourself enough to demand excellence from yourself. And let's not forget the importance of integrity. In a world where so many are willing to compromise their principles for temporary gain, being a person of character sets you apart. Integrity isn't just about honesty, it's about standing firm in your beliefs, treating others with kindness and respect, and doing what's right even when no one is watching. These qualities build trust, and trust is one of the rarest and most valuable currencies in any relationship. When you live with purpose, your actions carry weight, and your presence becomes magnetic. People are drawn to those who are unapologetically themselves, who move through life with clarity and conviction. This is the essence of becoming irreplaceable, not because you demand it, but because the way you live naturally sets you apart from the crowd. In the end, stepping into your power isn't about impressing others or proving your worth to someone who doubted you. It's about knowing your value so deeply that you no longer need anyone else's validation. It's about becoming the kind of person who inspires respect, admiration, and even a bit of awe, not through material possessions, but through the undeniable strength of your character and the impact of your actions. When you embody this kind of authenticity and purpose, you won't just be irreplaceable, you'll be unforgettable. 5. Rewrite your story. After a breakup, it's easy to get stuck in the loop of regret and what-ifs. But the past is written. The only thing that matters now is how you write the next chapter. David Goggins, in Can't Hurt Me, talks about taking radical ownership of your life. Instead of staying a victim of circumstances, he rewrote his story. You can do the same. Stop replaying old narratives of pain and regret. Start crafting a new one where you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Picture this. Are you the guy chasing someone who doesn't see your value? Or the man building an extraordinary life that speaks for itself? The key to making anyone regret losing you isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about living a life so full, so rich, and so undeniable that losing you feels like losing the jackpot. But here's the catch. You can't fake it. The journey isn't for her, it's for you. And when you genuinely step into that energy, you'll discover that regret is just a side effect of your transformation. So, what story will you write next?